Steph is an absolute monster. He's been that in this league. He's one of the greatest that's ever done it. So you're not going to stop him, and that's not what you're trying to do. You're just trying to make it as difficult as humanly possible.
Collins dive, Durant knocked it away. McGee is handling the lob.
Imagine the court bending to your will, every shot defying gravity, every defender left gasping. That's Stephen Curry in alien mode. 4 championships later, he's not just a legend, he's a force of nature. Buckle up. This is the evolution of Curry beyond human. Before he became the face of basketball's revolution, Stephen Curry was the kid everyone doubted. Too skinny, too short, too fragile for the NBA. Scouts called him a good college shooter, but not a franchise guy. Yeah, tell that to the record books. He started at Davidson College, a small school no one talked about, until he turned it into a March Madness highlight reel. Every game felt like a movie trailer, deep threes,
18 points for Brett, ties a career high. Curry's got another one.
And Jim, watch his feet. Now that was a very difficult position to get yourself into to be able to get that shot off, but he squares up those feet. Beautiful.
smooth handles, and a calm smile that said, "You can't guard this." But here's the twist. Even after lighting up college hoops, most teams still passed on him. When draft night came in 2009, 6 teams said nah. Then the Golden State Warriors took a chance at pick number 7.
With the 7th pick in the 2009 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
And unknowingly drafted the man who'd rewrite basketball itself. At first, things weren't easy. Curry's ankles betrayed him more than defenders did. Injuries kept him sidelined, and critics whispered that his career might be over before it began. But here's what they didn't see. While they doubted, he rebuilt himself. In silence, in sweat, in repetition. He sharpened every weakness into a weapon. He turned the three-pointer from a bonus shot into a primary offense. And when the league wasn't looking, he changed the math of the game. Teams stopped asking, "Can he shoot from there?" and started asking, "How do we stop him from anywhere?" By 2015, the chef had cooked the perfect recipe: unstoppable range, relentless pace, surgical precision, and that signature grin that said, "I told you so." The year, the Warriors went from underdogs to unstoppable.
Upward side of the backboard. Iguodala ahead to Curry. James in pursuit. Curry lays it in.
The most important part of the game, Golden State played 7-2. They cut their rotation. And so it's very interesting as Curry with a beautiful cut and pass.
Curry won his first MVP, shattered the three-point record, and led Golden State to its first championship in 40 years. From doubted rookie to dynasty builder, the chef had officially opened his kitchen.
And hopefully at the end of the day, on Tuesday, we can own that trophy and be proud of that. That's all I'm worried about.
But Curry wasn't done cooking, because once the chef found his rhythm, the entire NBA menu changed, and the main course was domination. Once Curry mastered the recipe, it was game over for the rest of the league. This wasn't just greatness, it was otherworldly consistency. The NBA had seen dominance before, but not like this. Because when Stephen Curry entered alien mode, physics turned into a suggestion. Let's rewind to 2015, the beginning of the Golden Dynasty. The Warriors played basketball like it came from another planet. Constant motion, endless spacing, and threes raining like meteor showers. Curry wasn't just hitting shots, he was bending the entire defense around him. Defenders looked like they were playing tag in slow motion. And while everyone else played basketball, Curry was playing geometry. That first ring, it wasn't luck. It was the spark that ignited a revolution.
I feel like when you're in, like, that was kind of what I was kind of talking about earlier. When you get into that finals, you don't understand the magnitude of the narrative, right? You don't really, and then when it's about you, there's no better lesson than being in it. And so that 2 weeks felt like an eternity, from game 1 going to overtime and winning, Kyrie getting hurt,
By 2017, with Kevin Durant by his side, the Warriors were untouchable, a cosmic blend of precision and power. Curry became the gravitational center of the NBA. Wherever he moved, defenders followed, and the floor opened up like a chessboard designed by Einstein. But it's not the team that made Curry legendary.
Kevin Love is on Steph Curry. Left-handed, spins it in off the glass. Curry finds some room, fires, and hits.
It's how he showed up when it mattered. In 2022, years after everyone thought the dynasty was over, he silenced the world. Game 4 against the Celtics, 43 points, 10 rebounds, and a performance so ridiculous that even his haters stood up. That night, he didn't just win, he proved he could carry, lead, and finish it on his own terms.
Named after the Celtic Hall of Famer. Curry, oh, Curry with a beautiful move and off the glass.
They don't really have a roll game.
Curry gets free, gets some contact, layup, got it, and one. Steph Curry felt the bump. Brown picks up his third and a chance for a three-point play.
Each of his 4 rings tells a different story. 2015, the breakthrough. The world didn't believe. 2017, the expansion. Now we build the empire. 2018, the domination. No one can touch us. 2022, the redemption. I'm still that guy. He went from changing the game to owning the era. Every title was a chapter in a saga that made the impossible look routine, half-court threes, off-balance shots, defenders spinning into the void. Curry didn't just beat teams, he dismantled logic. And while most players chase greatness, Curry normalizes it. That's alien mode, when your highlights look like glitches and your misses are rarer than miracles. But behind every superhuman streak, there's something deeper: control, intelligence, and the quiet science behind chaos. Because once Curry entered alien mode, even gravity had to guard him. You think Stephen Curry's power is just his shooting? That's like saying Michael Jordan's gift was just dunking. The truth is deeper and scarier. Curry's greatest weapon isn't his jumper.
Steph in close quarters gets it back, 3 to tie. Mitchell, step back, short. Rebound Looney, push ahead Curry, gotta beat Garland, he does!
It's gravity, an invisible force that warps the game around him. When he crosses half court, defenses panic like he's carrying a ticking bomb. 2 defenders step out, the paint opens, and suddenly, his teammates look like superheroes. He doesn't just hit threes, he creates them for everyone else. Every screen, every cut, every hesitation drags defenders out of position. He doesn't just move, he conducts. Like an orchestra where every note is perfectly timed.
Steph is, he's something like we've never seen. You know, it's been fun watching his journey and watching his career and his ascension to greatness. He's just been amazing. It's been fun to watch. He's not fun to coach against.
Fires a 3, he was fouled! An opportunity for a 4-point play!
Every pass perfectly placed. Draymond Green once said, Curry changes the game just by breathing on the floor. He's not exaggerating. Think about it. How many players make the defense nervous the moment they exist near the ball? Curry does that from 35 feet away. It's not just distance, it's dominance through presence. That's why you can't guard him the normal way. If you trap him, he splits it. If you switch, he exploits it. If you sag off, well, you already lost. In alien mode, Curry plays 3 moves ahead. He manipulates tempo like a puppeteer, slow, then boom, instant explosion. He'll lull defenders with patience, then step back into another dimension. That's not offense, that's physics with swagger. Even when he's not scoring, he's winning possessions. The defense collapses to stop him, and suddenly Clay, Wiggins, or Draymond are wide open. That's the Curry effect. His gravity scores points he never even touches. And let's not forget his ball handling. It's not flashy, it's surgical. Every dribble, every crossover has purpose. He moves like water, flowing into space no one else sees. He's reading angles, anticipating traps, and dissecting systems before they even load. In a league built on athleticism, Curry built an empire on intelligence. He turned small into strategic. He turned range into rhythm. He turned basketball into geometry, and he's the compass.
And as a person, he's a wonderful, wonderful guy, man. Just being around him and him welcome me to his things that he has, it's been amazing.
As Curry hit another three for the record. Good! There it is. Everyone's aware of it. No man has made 13.
He's not just collecting stats. He's collecting moments that bend history. Most players dream of hitting a few hundred threes a year. Curry? He turned 3,000 career three-pointers into a casual warm-up. He's the first player in NBA history to cross that line, and somehow, he's still stretching it farther every season. But it's not the milestones alone that define him. 2022 Finals, Game 4, down 2-1 against Boston. Most players would crack. Curry dropped 43 points and shattered the Celtics' soul. That wasn't luck. That was decades of discipline converging into one perfect night. He's rewritten the record books, yes, but he's also rewritten the standard of greatness. At this point, Stephen Curry doesn't play for trophies. He plays for time. For every second that reminds the world, greatness doesn't fade, it evolves. When you've changed the game as much as he has, every dribble becomes a statement. Every shot, a reminder that the impossible can be routine. And he made us believe that genius could smile while it destroyed you. So, what's next for a man who's done everything? Simple. Keep creating chaos beautifully. Keep turning doubters into believers. Keep teaching the next generation that limits are illusions.
I think for people who are NBA fans, you always see the big, strong, athletic, extremely gifted guys that are like the stars and the people that people want to follow. And I think Steph was one of those guys. Came along, 6'3", thin, a lot of skill, a lot of finesse, but an extreme competitor. An extremely hard worker, humble, comes from a good family, cares about the right things, he lives his life about the right things, and I think that's what makes his legacy so special.
He won't leave a void, he'll leave a vibration. A rhythm that echoes every time a ball hits the hardwood, every time a dreamer practices that step-back shot, every time someone dares to rewrite the rules. Because legends retire, but revolutions, they never stop moving. So when you ask what's next for Stephen Curry, maybe the better question is, what's next for us? So there you have it, Stephen Curry in alien mode. 4 championships deep, still pushing limits, still redefining what a superstar can do. If you felt the gravity shift, do this. Smash that like, subscribe for more basketball legends, and drop in the comments which Curry performance made you believe he's out of this world.